Wow, this EV stock might 10x soon. This episode is about 3 facts on Ayro that most investors do not know yet. Ta-da! It's Marco here and welcome back to All About EVs, analysis and news on all EV stocks. So I recommended to buy Xpeng and NIO under $20, and to all my subscribers who bought in with me, congrats, you have more than double your money. Today I want to talk about Ayro and 3 major reasons that you need to know as investor. The first major factor is Ayro cash stash, and I want this video to be straight to the point. Ayro is a high risk, high reward stock, so do not invest all your money in it. This is because the company has been hit by the Rona. But what company has not? However, the company has got a decent amount of cash, and what I'm talking about is actually $37 million. And this is where things get very interesting. 37 million was the cash that they had in their latest earnings report, plus 10 million that they got from a recent share dilution. And this is huge because it means that the Ayro management has raised enough cash for the next 6 to 12 months, and so we can write off any potential share dilution for that period. And that is based on the net loss that the company made over the last quarter. And so the loss was 3 million for a quarter, but if we just take the worst case scenario and we think that they would lose 3 million a month, so 37 divided 3 gives you 12 months. And so in a nutshell, the company will definitely have to raise more cash in the future, but for the moment they are covered for the next 12 months. And the next factor is Ayro future revenues, and buckle down because this is going to be big. Ayro sold only 9 vehicles, and so they're only getting started, but, and this is where the juice is, they're now able to produce 600 vehicles a month. This is incredibly bullish and their revenues could really explode. In fact, their future revenues look very good. And I found this on Seeking Alpha. So assuming Ayro can produce 500 vehicles per month by the end of 2021, so that means 90 million in sales, and so in terms of price to sales ratio is 2.9, and a price to sales ratio of 2.9 for an EV stock, that is great. But hold on, because there is way more to it. Ayro does not have many competitors in that niche, and at the moment they are the only company to be public. And on top of that, they have announced a backlog of orders worth over $600,000. This is massive, and if you've been subscribed to this channel, I am sure that another EV stock has already come to mind. Yes, Ayro is very similar to Workhorse, and that is because both struggle to produce with the Rona, and because both do not have a lot of cash to run on. Speaking of which, that takes me to the third factor for Ayro, and I've kept the most interesting one for last. Ayro stock could be the next Workhorse stock, and the numbers that I'm about to show you will blow your mind. Ayro market cap is just over 200 million versus Workhorse that is over $3 billion. And that means the Workhorse is 15 times more valuable than Ayro. And it's just a matter of time, maybe days, before EV investors will pick up on it. And if a bit of good news would come out on Ayro, I am sure that the Ayro stock price would double in just a matter of days. And all it takes is for Ayro to deliver the orders that they have currently in the system. And I'm sure that the stock price would go to the moon. And you can also swear that I would make a video update on Ayro as soon as some news comes out. And so the question becomes, is it a good time to buy Ayro or not? Now, looking at the stock price, we see that the stock has popped in the last couple of weeks, and at the moment is pulling back. So if you look at the moving average, Ayro has broken under it and at the moment is trying to break above it. And I think that's a pretty bullish sign. The market was overall down yesterday, so I won't be surprised if we are going to see some upward movement starting from now. And then, like I said, the moving average is not going to hold us down. Then if you look at the RSI, we still look like we are in oversold territory. So potentially there is more downside to it. However, if you look at the past, this seemed to be a good trampoline for jumping higher when we had the RSI around this value, 55. So if you think at the market cap that I described earlier, but just to summarize, it's far below workhorse. That means that the stock may pop anytime now. And so what I would do at the moment is to start dollar cost averaging in. And it's a very good moment to do that because we are in a pullback. And I would start building the position now for the next 2 weeks. So for example, you decide to invest $1,000 and you divide it by 10. So you invest $100 every day for the next 2 weeks. And then you hold it for the next 5 years. Not financial advice, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a position right now. But hold on, I'm sure that the stock price will pop and go to the moon if good news comes out. And you can bet your behind that I will make a video update as soon as good news comes out on Ayro and all other EV stocks. And if you're looking for another EV stock that is about to explode, consider Hyliion. The video on the screen right now is about 3 secret reasons to be bullish on Hyliion. Pick an explosive stock. Click on the video.